Hi, I'm Kathy from Western Iowa Feral Cat Program. And if you're watching this video, that means that you're interested in feral cats, community cats, cats that live outdoors and maybe don't have anybody else to help them. Well, we're here to help you help them and give them a better life. This video is going to have to do with what to put in your bin if you're out there trapping and you want to have a little bin full of everything you need in it in order to bait your traps and get those kitties in there easily. The reason I put together this box is because I would head out from home and virtually every time forget one or two things. So I put together this little bin, and I just thought I'd share with you today what goes in it. You can see how big it is. You can get them anywhere at any discount house. You probably have one in your attic or basement that you're not using, or you could throw away whatever's in it. It needs to have a lid that stays on well, so if it gets jostled around in the car, nothing falls out. First thing you want to have in your bin is the bait food. We use Friskies. This is a free advertisement for Friskies. It's very affordable. We use the salmon dinner usually. Anything fishy seems to be a little bit more attractive to the kitties to get them to walk into those traps, and definitely that's our goal, is to get them to come in. So you need to have a supply of this, and that, I guess, depends on how many cats you're going after. If you're going to get 4 or 5, you only need one or two cans. If you're going to get 20, then of course you need more. I just keep a stock in there, and then I check it every time before I go on a trapping to make sure there's enough for that day. Next thing you have to have in there is a spoon. I don't have a spoon in here. Bring a spoon or two. Bring a spoon or two. Plastic spoons work great. Pick them up at McDonald's after you get your shake or whatever it is you're eating with a spoon, at your fast food places, your convenience stores. When you go there, save the spoon. Wash it off, put it in here. Then you need something to put your bait food in. We don't use these cans because they're too big. In another video, you'll see why you need the smaller cans, but for now, just know that these smaller, this is a Fancy Feast size can. The smaller cans work much better in the traps than these big ones do. So you need a supply of those. You need one for every trap. So I save them. I do wash them when they're done, and I save them. Unless you have a cat that's eating this tiny food all the time, then you can throw them away, but otherwise they're reusable over and over and over again. So you want to make sure you have one for every trap that you're going to set. Again, I keep a stock in my bin, and then I always look at it beforehand to make sure there's enough there. If you don't have them, which I have had that happen before, where I didn't have any small ones, I took some little cups that I had at home, and I just cut them down to a small size. These are like, I think, a 4-ounce cup, plastic cup. Those work too. They're a little lightweight, but they will work. You can even use a little piece of a paper plate, whatever you have. I don't like to just put it on the bottom of the trap because it can make a mess and fall through, and there's issues with that. So it is better if it's contained. The other thing to put in there would be some paper towels. Virtually you're going to have drips and messes, so put some paper towels. You can also put in a Ziploc bag with some moist towelettes in it if you want that for your hands. Antibiotic hand lotion or hand cleaner is also good. Keep in there whatever you feel like you need to have in there for your cleanliness and safety and sanitation, that kind of thing. The last thing I put in is a plastic bag. And of course, this is going to be for any trash you have. If you use the paper towels, if you have icky, empty, larger cans that still are drippy, you can put those in here, close it up, put it back in the bin, put the lid on when you're done. Take it all back home. And now, word to the wise, when you get home, open this bin, take it in the house, and clean it out. You'll want to rinse out everything, clean the little tins, get rid of all the empty cans and garbage. I've made the mistake of leaving this in my car for several days before, and it's not a pretty picture. So when you go, don't forget anything. Get your little bin all ready and set it next to wherever you put all your things that you're going to take, maybe by your traps, maybe in your car already, just so you always have it and it's always ready. Happy trapping.